and that you'll be able to hear me as I'm in the garden. There is beautiful bird song. My magnolia tree has nearly shed all of its petals. I just love it. I think it's a really good example of how we need to, in that moment, be in the blessings of the now. Very, very important lesson and tool to understand, to be able to integrate into your life. So I was meant to be somewhere else. So being able to be resilient and flexible, I'm not where I was wanting to be, but everything is divine timing. Everything is where we're meant to be. Really, I think there is no wrong or right way. Oh, look, I just have to share it. Let me see if I can switch this. Where's he gone? Sunning himself. My cat Yo-Yo. Yamoto. His name means harmony in Japanese. He came to me after I'd lost a deeply, deeply loss of one of my Egyptian Mao, and I almost felt a little bit guilty. But he has got similar traits, but he brought back the harmony to the household. So love him. Okis, it's on their terms. They're very much that archetype of the cat. Independent, but it's even better then when they give you affection, because you feel like it's deserving. You've earned it. You've earned their trust. You've earned their respect. Anyway, I'm digressing, but I think important. Everything's important. So, early hours of tonight, or early hours of tomorrow morning. No, hang on, 25th. Early hours of Monday morning. Tomorrow night, we have an eclipse in Libra, and this eclipse energy of rebalancing, moving through it with the body will be good. So today and tomorrow in our routine, I want to bring that in. We're already in what they call the shadow of any of the, because think of the planetary alignments like big ships. This is how Pam Gregory describes them. They don't just switch, they have to take time to move. The planets are huge spheres of energy. So any alignment, so though that's the point, that's when it's happening, and it still has an overlay. And for many of you, if you follow, even if you don't follow and you're not that esoteric, the moon affects us. It moves, physically affects us, because it physically affects the water, moves our tides, and has that tidiness. Energetically, some of you might feel it when it is the height of the full moon. I always feel it energetically when it's coming in, so prior to that, bit sleepy and tired, like your body's going through some shifts. As I was saying on my Instagram live yesterday, our eclipse energies, Elizabeth Carew, it was where I first heard this, and I thought, yes, she taught me to love the eclipses, not fear them. Yes, they bring change, they bring a reset. They'll sort of shake things up, and they can literally shake things up, as they can affect the tectonics of the earth. I feel like that's not necessarily the case, but energetically maybe. Libra is about justice, it's about rebalancing. And then you bring the Chinese aspects of what's happening at the moment, like we're in wood dragon, again, sovereignty and allowing ourselves to move. We've got the spring energy, so Lent, fasting, Ramadan, like again, fasting. This is what do you need to give up? What do you need to sacrifice? In those cultures, but also it's like, what do we need to release? What do we need to let go of, and to sort of start again, to reset, to rebalance. So those themes are coming up for us within the body, and obviously me sharing with what I'm working on with my teeth. So putting into my body what will help with remineralization, putting in what it needs, and then letting go of. And it was hard. I went out, I had a lovely lunch yesterday with my husband, and there was a vegan dessert on the thing, and it's like, do I, don't it's that. And then forgiving ourselves when those moments come up, and think, okay, well, let's one step at a time. So one of the things that was suggested, and I said in my video, is like about the fats, not having fats until 12 o'clock. Good fats, obviously. I'm not talking about the junk. I'm talking about avocado and coconut oils, those sorts of fats, and allowing the liver to do what it needs to do the clearing when you're having your lemon juice or your celery, if you're doing that, or whatever detox things you do in your routines for the morning, and then allowing that to come through. So there's lots of this energy. Feels very physical. Lots of people and the light workers that I've spoken to have said, oh gosh, yeah, I thought I dealt with this, now it's come up again and I'm feeling really tired, or I felt really like a bit queasy, sicky. So we're going to move and work through with the body today with those things in mind. So as we move, we can use the kinetic energy, we can use our breath to release patterns, of course. And obviously, when you're talking about emotions, the body has that is a chemical. When we experience love, it's a chemical that's made in our brains. In a bad way, into joy. I'd rather be addicted to joy. Because you expect body's expectation, it creates them around that time. It creates the chemicals of what we're feeling. So in the same way and light, we can move through the body and somatically release trauma, release patterns. And there's definitely a sense of things coming up to be released. And we do this every full moon. It's a great time to do this, but super powerful at the moment because Libra, as I said, is justice, balance. So it's, where have you not been very just with yourself, with your body, maybe with the way your self-talk, and those patterns coming up, showing you where you can clear them. And the same with the body, we'll be doing the same. So be grateful for what you're seeing, because it's giving you a chance to shift it, to reset it, to rebalance it. That's it, I think it's so. As I said, I started to say, Elizabeth talks about cleaning the closets, like everything falling out of the closet. So then you can think, right, okay, it's all fallen out now. I've got to sort it out. So let's sort it out. We'll do it properly. Let's get it all out in the open. Get all of the toxic stuff, all the shadow, all of it out, so we can sort it, so we can clear it up, and rather than hiding it and it mounting up. So that's kind of a little bit of the energy of what we're going through. So moving into our routine, let's get into the now. So bringing your hands to your heart. Deep breath in, deep breath out. And actually, let's get a little bit of that just go. Breathe deep breath in through the nose, and then I want you to make the sound as you exhale in. And let the hands come down. One more. Releasing. And give it a little shake, a little bounce. So heels come off, bending the knees, and we shake any tension. And think about the things that you have, that are challenging, any tension. You want to move it out, shake it around. Get moving, using kinetics to shift. We want the flow to happen, so get things moving, clearing. You can put your music on, have a little dance if you like as well. I highly recommend. And then nice cleansing breath up. Exhale through the nose this time, slowly. So if you are suffering from stress or traumas coming up, releasing that, the shaking is really good to reset the nervous system. There's other things, sweet pea tea, I think is meant to help the nervous system and the energy. But shaking, I found, as someone that used to suffer from panic attacks, my body would act like a tuning fork for the energy around me. It would take on and overload it as a healer, and I didn't realise that when I was young. So I would get panic attacks where I was almost like throwing up on the energy overload, and I learnt the best way was to breath work, to go to the breath, to feel your breath like the waves of the shore, to calm, so you're in that now moment. But the best tool I've learned is this Qigong one. The shaking helps you to get out of your brain. It's literally flinging off, because you're in fight or flight when you're in that, and you see these animals like stuck in the dill, frozen. It shakes that off, or they shake from fear. The reason they do that is their body's resetting their nervous system, so it's a biological way of resetting. Okay, and then coming to the side, nice twist from the stomach. When we twist, any movements, twisting, wringing out, gently massaging your internal organs. And think about sending them a little bit of love. And rolling the wrists, we move through our joints. One way, the other way, from the elbows, the same thing one way, and the other, don't worry, in a different way. So we should do both. And the shoulders. First, we're just going to roll the shoulders a little bit one way, and then the other. And you can stay here, you can stay here, or when we go here, you can just do whatever's right, or you can do all three. So start by rolling back, forward. Obviously, if you've got the rotation or any problems with the shoulders. Again, forward, and this time turn it, and forward, waist, and then we're going to mountain pose, just grounding and feel into your body. How are you feeling in this now moment? What do you need? Listen to what your body's telling you. And then we take our hands up over the head and stretch. And while we're doing this, I want you to think about, in your mind, we're going to be doing the stretches, but think about bringing a little starlight down from the forehead and breathing it down with each breath, going into the ground, into a big plate connecting with the core, and then coming up to a plate beneath you, and then popping so that you are then standing in a column of light as you're doing your stretches. Breathing in. Breathing out, exhale, leaning over. Stars going down. Inhale up. Exhale over. Feeling it coming up to beneath your feet, your hands level with your heart as you breathe in. Exhale over, staying here, lower back feeling. If you have any issues, obviously go slow, go easy, listening to your body, implementation. No competition, just working with you. As you inhale again, come deeper. Stay here if you can't go any further. Otherwise, with me down, crossing the hands, wrists. Inhale, exhale, lean deeper. Again. And then coming up. Hold at the top, and then slowly floating down as you exhale. Waist. This time cross whatever hand was on top goes underneath. Feel that stretch, go a little deeper each time, and lifting up slowly, and exhaling slowly, hands on the sides. A little bit quicker now, so it's like rocking the shoulders, gently tapping yourself on the back foot. Where you are in your now moment, for everything you've been through in your life. Grateful. I want you to envision a little 4-year-old you, and you're going, well done. And and then sweep the hands across. Turn that into a sweeping from a patting. And then from here, turn it into a rocking. Let the head go with it. Like you're playing. So remember, tune into that 4-year-old in you. Yeah, the joyous aspects. Yeah. Just playing when he's playing. Feeling that energy of play. And that emotion as we clear, as we release. And up to the lungs. Breathing in fresh energy. We've got that beam coming down, remember, around us. We're breathing in beautiful fresh energy, light, change, shifting, tides, the water within you. You are the water in the ocean, and an ocean in a drop. Just the arms, allowing them to stop. We're going to come and do some balancing, what we call the wang cup. So you can do this seated if you need to. I can do it standing. So same hand as foot. The other one comes forward, and we pull up as we breathe in and exhale, release. So breathe in. 1. You ready? 1. 2. 3. And whilst we're here, we take our feet by touch. She says, staring, balance, balance, look at one spot. Take your thumbs to the centre of your big toe. And press and release again with the breath. Breath in. Press in the centre. Release. And while we've still got them here, rolling the toes, just each of them, going through each of the meridians, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60 of those is good probably. You can continue, you can do more of those later when you're sitting watching the telly perhaps. Come up, the other foot, this one, she says, same hand as foot, this one comes forward. Big toe, and rolling through each of the toes. Slap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and release. Shake it off. And then I want you to just. I'm going to say the sound. Which is the sound for the soul, for you bringing in your soul. Think about bringing in the highest aspect of you, yourself, whether it's your higher states of consciousness, all align with your beliefs. You don't have to have the same as mine. So drawing in, just use your imagination, you're visualising, you're connected to the highest possible aspect of you, aligned with your own beliefs, and for the good of all, for the good of your soul and all around you. And again, just have fun with it. Laugh, feel silly, let go is important. Yeah? And shake it out. Great, good job. So, and do a little bit of marching, a little bit of this. You might have seen John or Eden doing this. 12 and 12, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and just have fun with it. Feel like you were a kid marching, having with your own marching band or anything. Just play, feel your joy coming and bubbling to the surface. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. See? Okay, and lifting our hands up the same. Pulling that joy down, feeling it in this now moment. Breathing in fresh chi, ki, prana, energy, life force, the intelligence of the universe, and then bringing the hands down. Back to the hands. One thumb goes to the belly button. The other one comes up to the forehead. Think about the lower dantian and our upper dantian, and hooking those together through the heart. And what I want you to imagine is a figure of 8 that goes through that point there, through the heart, and around, looping, which is one of the Qigong master keys. Breathing in, breathing out. See that dot of light doing that. Just stay there for a moment. Just easy breath. That's in through the nose, out through the mouth, out through the nose, in through the nose, out through the nose, in through the nose, in your own pace. And then switch hands. So switching sides, we want momentum. The energy, the frequency and the vibration, the oscillation. Visualizing, breathing in, breathing out, feeling aligned. And then bring your hands into a pulsing back and forth with the heart, opening, receptive to all, taking what's needed to my heart, contracting when needed, open, receptive to love. And feeling, so you're receiving and giving, just like we're breathing in, breathing out. And at the same time, see that loop in your awareness, your consciousness. Heart and hands, heart and hands. And as you go like this, think about giving it where it's needed. Like you're giving someone a hug and receiving 10,000 times back. That's the way it works. And then take the hands diagonally, safely. Side. And then take the hands to the heart again. Open and receptive, our hearts. It doesn't mean we don't feel anything. We want to move from side to side, and as we sway from side to side, this is where we let go of our resistance, letting the resistance, any like things that can't, well, this world, it's not all good, there's some horrible things in the world. We're going to shift that. It's more important to do that when the sadness is there, when any of the doubts come up. That's when we need to shift that, because with our emotion coupled with our intention, we have the power to shift and to change things. It may be that you're like, oh no, I'm powerless. You are powerful, so powerful. Feel that in your heart, in this now moment. Many people have in the past done the same thing, focusing our attention with our emotion of love, releasing anything that is not serving us. Gently swaying from side to side, feeling the balance, and then thinking for the pair of the Libra, the shift, justice. What does justice mean? Just that all sides be seen. So instead of like from this side, that would be too much, that would be wrong. From this side, that would be too much, that would be wrong. We don't want it all that way, or all that way, or all that way. It means it's actually the center point. From seeing it from above. So rather than a 180, we want a 360. We want to see all sides. And then we can take our hands down, and at the same time, so straight legs, rotate the hips like we're stirring the pot, stirring the cauldron of the fires of our intention, mixing things up so that they can come up. And think of a cooking pot. You don't want it, you want it all to cook at the same, you don't want stuff burning at the bottom that's been down that needs to come up, otherwise it burns. Same thing, that fire, we don't want it burning. We want it to be stirred up in a bad way, just so that it can be cleared, like a filter. Think of clearing the soot, clearing the stuff from the bottom of the filter out, so that it can be clear, it can move, it can flow. flow the opposite direction if you haven't. Swap. So we go both ways. And then take the hands in and give yourself a nice little hug and tap. 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 Feeling the winds of change here coming. It was hailing. It was beautiful sunshine this morning, then it was hailing for a while. I can feel it coming, so I'm going to finish up because I'm going to get wet in a second. And in the middle, just wiring and firing all your intentions, all intentions for good in the mind. Hands up, releasing any venom to be released, to be transmuted, to be cleared. Tense fists, just if there's anything left to wring out. And feel the wind blowing the cobwebs out. And open. Wow, I can really feel the element there, the wind. Oh. Feel the joy. What it's like. It's, whee, I can feel you. I'm here. Hi, nature. Shifting. And bring that to heart. Thank you for the reminder, the wind in the trees. The rain is falling. Thank you to nature for this moment, to my guides. It's really shifting, so I'm going to go. Grounding energy down. So thank you for joining me. I hope that was uplifting. I can really feel the lift of the winds as the rains come down. That cool, really cool rain on my skin. Invigorating, enlivened. Any contrast, be wrapped in love and blessings for your day. So thank you for joining me for a short 20-minute routine. Remember, please like and share with anyone that you feel would benefit. Hop on over to my Patreon, that's where all the videos are posted. I do intermittently put ones public, especially the quick ones. And now that they were half an hour over than our morning sessions, we will be going back to the early morning sessions. It's just a few of my members, my VIP members, and she has stuff going on, I have stuff going on. Just look at that. You see the sky? Let's switch if I can switch it around. I can't really see, it's really, really windy. And the rain's coming down. You can't really see it, I don't think. But it's not hailing like it was earlier. As those petals are blown off the tree and the magnolia fall, what do you need to shed so you can prepare to rebloom again? My love and my blessing. Soul's peace. My love and blessings in your day.